Hello everybody, and welcome to the Rose Garden. And this is where this particular revolution begins. The name of this revolution is Secular Energeticism. It is based on a book I wrote, and what it does is it lays a new foundation for understanding existence. So I've been doing this for about 13 years since having written my book, and the ideas have been brewing within me for 20 plus years. So what we're looking at here is a streaming podcast type deal. This is my first experience with doing this and kind of getting in touch with all of you. I've been looking forward to it for 13 years. So what we're gonna do is hopefully a lot. I've set up a lot in the background for us to be in touch with, to kind of connect in whatever ways we can, to talk about the issues, to ask questions, and to get stuff, quite frankly. But so out there is a website. I have the whole entire book read out on YouTube, so you can listen to all of the chapters individually. But the reason for this stream is so that I can get in touch with you guys and talk about stuff daily, help you through the book. We've got a long list of streaming videos to do. So I'm gonna do an overview of the book, and then I'm going to go through each section of the book, chapter at a time, one tenet at a time. And we're also gonna talk about a variety of issues that bring up why we're doing all of this in the first place, why, to jump ahead, why we'd even need to re-answer the fundamental questions of existence together, and address them somewhat formally. So, here at the Rose Garden, you might be wondering what that means. Well, ROSE is an acronym for Representatives of Secular Energeticism. Of course, you get a lot of words thrown at you in this introductory video, like secular energeticism. You might not know what it means just yet. But of course, that's why the book was written, that's why this whole movement is here. And the organization itself is called Secular Energeticists Global. So there's several Facebook pages out there, one for my book, one for the groups, the various groups. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, and I have a lot of work to do with you guys and with all of this stuff as far as streaming is concerned. So I'll be able to engage you guys, and you'll be able to ask me questions about what we're doing, and maybe questions about the book. Let's take a look at the book real quick. Say, hey, here it is. Hopefully there's not a weird reflection on there. If so, I'll just try to get it to look somewhat proper. We'll do a couple. There's the book, and then there's me. Yep. This has been out for 13 years. Since 2007. And during this time, I've just been doing everything in the background I can to be ready for what we're doing now. So I've created everything. I've never had a crap ton of money in order to, throw it at a publisher to get things going. And that was more valuable to me, to go through all of these years, to develop a website, to develop clothing, to develop myself, and having talked to many people, thousands of people over the last 13 years, but mostly in the last 4 years. So, welcome to Secular Energeticists Global. Welcome to Matthew 10:10, Travels of an Awareness. I always should say, Matthew 10:10 is my name and my birthday. The book is not religious. So you're not getting into some sort of wacky religious cult type thing here. This is all very secular and very much based on scientific discoveries within the last few thousand years, I suppose. Of course, mostly within the last 500. But yeah, it's time to re-look at existence, to re-understand it from the foundation all the way up. And just having that understanding is the beginning of a whole new journey and adventure. It's the end of a search, we wanted to know why we were here, what we were, how we came to be here, when we are, basically who, what, when, where, why, and how we exist. So those are the fundamental questions. Let's get this going, because the time has always been right. Ever since I wrote this book, the time was right when I wrote it, and the time is right now. And as one person said who looked over my book, an English professor, said, this information's always going to be relevant. So, we have a long journey ahead of us. This is not a quick fix for you or for all of us. This kind of stuff takes decades, if not centuries. So, it's time. Let's go ahead and get things going. Welcome to the Rose Garden. Welcome to Secular Energetists Global. Welcome to Secular Energeticism. It's a new way of perceiving existence. I look forward to having a good time with you guys. Excuse the way I have to deal with this camera.